We good.
Good?
We running. We running. We running. Yeah, yeah. We running. We running. We running. We running. How does music current topics? Tune in to get it, we got it. Welcome to Mind in the Pockets. Nothing you can do to stop us. It's 80 degrees St. Thomas. All year round, we the hottest. Sorry, I'm just being honest. We profit, the profit, the profit. Listen to hell, the latest. Muhammad Ali with the greatest. So down to earth like the pavement. So solid, you cannot replace us. We talking about all of your favorites. Yeah, yeah. Reality, a fantasy. Friends versus family. Comedy, turn match state. Tune in, every week. We running. We running. We running. Yeah, yeah. We running. We running.
Back.
We running. We running.
Baby, back. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Good night, everybody. This is We Running Live, or We Running Podcast, whatever y'all want to call it. We just running. And as we mentioned to you in our little video promo that you saw yesterday and the day before, we now have a new home. Our new home is at Stirred Up over here in Port of Sale Mall. The owners of this new coffee shop.
Shout out to Kent.
Shout out to Kent. Shout out to Katrina. They gave us a great opportunity to do something different. We wanted to sit in a different venue, have a different space to kind of still talk about the nonsense that we talk about. Because we talk about a lot of trash. So tonight we also had a special guest that we wanted to introduce. And that is none other than Julius Jackson, the chef.
The chef.
So it makes sense that the first time we're in our new spot, we're in a restaurant, place that has food.
You bring the chef.
You bring the chef with you. So it just all came together correctly. And let's just get into it. I think the first what?
You can plug his book here.
Yeah, let's plug again. Stir it up, as you can see. We're also gonna plug whoever's beer that is. You want something, holler at us. We have the great book right here. Let me. I want to read it exactly for what it is. My Modern Caribbean Kitchen. 70 fresh takes on island favorites. I've read this. I haven't read it, but I went through it a couple times. I went through the prototype a couple times, and some of the recipes in there. I can't wait to own my own copy, and start to chef it up because Lord knows my mom is American, so all I be cooking is American food. I need to cook some
burgers.
I be making burgers, fried chicken, lasagna. I'm doing everything American.
I don't know how to make Caribbean food anymore.
But I need to make some Caribbean-based food. Only Caribbean-based food I think I know how to make is baked macaroni. That's about it.
That's more.
And that really that ain't even Caribbean.
But that's the thing. So me coming up, I learned other things than the food that we grew up on. I learned other things before. I would always look at stew chicken and be like, how did they get that? Like I always So I took it upon myself to be like, ma or grandma or auntie, like show me how you do this kind of chicken. Like how you make this. Like I had to be like, let me intently learn it. Not just
I think do we have more seasonings in our food in the Caribbean? I think we have more variety of different seasonings. And
like
stuff.
browning. In culinary school, I went to culinary school and we talked like, this sauce browning. I said, the chef use browning.
What's that? What about the adobo? What about adobo?
Adobo.
Yeah, browning in a little bottle. The yellow label.
Worcestershire sauce. The top of my grandmother's fridge used to look like one of those people who makes those potions and all kinds of
Like a witch doctor.
Right.
Worcestershire sauce, browning sauce. It had some kind of just special sauce that she used to just throw. You never knew what it was. It would make everything taste good. And then they always had the the hot pepper sauce that was from vinegar.
Right.
And it used to just burn your nose when you open it and stuff.
And it looks like there's like an assortment of
and it has
different things in it.
And one time, a lot of time.
Thyme.
A lot of time.
You seen thyme in there. You seen onions in there. You seen garlic in there.
Yeah,
What else you seen in there?
And the most important thing,
Scotch bonnet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it have to look very old and ancient. Like it have to
Dust
look
on
old.
They gotta have dust on it.
Yeah. So
If and let this be a lesson. If your pepper don't have a little bit of dust on it, it really ain't pepper. It ain't no good pepper.
I
For
don't
the
want
record,
none.
It's too new.
Doesn't mean
for the
it's old.
record, it doesn't mean it doesn't have no value.
That means it's gonna get stuck at the bottom.
No,
though,
no,
man.
no, no. That means it's aged to perfection.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
aged to perfection.
I don't
Dust. The rim guy be like able to like when you crack
Yes,
it
yes.
like you had a little bit of crust, some big bust, like the seal bust.
I think that must be rust.
Even if it's rust, man,
You know
you ain't pouring it from the thing. You putting in your spoon and you going a little drizzle.
Exactly. You know,
It has to be finely aged. Finally.
12 years or better.
I don't think much.
But so let's just get into it again. Because we have our own platform, we're not on a radio station. We're in our own
Uncensored.
home. We're kind of a little bit. We'll be a little bit more uncensored. We'll also
We live, too.
our time. We're not going from 6 to 7 per se. This is gonna start at 6. We didn't start at 6 tonight. We had some technical issues, but we're gonna
That's
pretty
okay.
much. But we're gonna pretty much go as long as we like until
That's
we
okay.
want to shut up. So we'll have about 5 or 6 topics every night, and whenever we feel like we've gotten our point across, that's when this is gonna stop. So let's jump into it. The first topic is Clayton. Clayton
Yeah,
had a big fight. Matter of fact, I was just driving on Waterfront,
Yeah.
and this dude is out there running. I'm like, bro.
I saw him.
Good.
I saw him
Bro.
I'm
jogging.
glad you said that because I told him. You
Wow.
need to stay in shape.
You need to stay in shape.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right,
good.
right.
289. He's a
Yeah.
big dude.
He was 289 for the fight?
289.
Woo.
289.
So he trying to get that down a little bit. But yeah, man, the fight in Puerto Rico, I flew over for it. It was. So okay, let me break this down first before I get into the fight. So a fighter, right? He prepares himself over time.
Right.
All right. And usually a fighter would do a training camp for about 2 months to prepare for a fight. That's how it happens.
Right.
In his career, that could change. That could adjust. You know, because you get called. You're like, you know what? Let's jump on this card. We'll find you an opponent. You'll be
Right.
fine. An opponent is somebody you're supposed to beat. That's
Okay.
when you're coming up. So in this situation for Clayton, that wasn't the case.
Right.
We got a call a week before. Said, yo, we could put you on this card. You
It's
need
funny
to stay active. Let's get you in.
It's funny because I remember it was supposed to be in January
Right.
originally.
Right.
Because I was planning, because I know you guys fights are just.
Right,
I'm
they
like,
have-
hey man, when's your
right.
fight?
Yeah.
Hopefully this, and I was like, all right, so hopefully I can plan. And once I was like Puerto Rico, I was like, I can't make it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And so yeah, he took this fight on week and a half notice.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And,
That's-
he went over there and performed, man.
I like the fight, man. I like the fight.
You guys saw it live, right?
Yeah, I saw it live. I saw that. I liked his technique. I like you know. I think his thing is he's just a big dude
Mhm.
and he's powerful.
Right.
You know, but
Yeah.
I like to see more. Like I think he has definitely the potential to be a future champion, but with some when he develops
Right.
more, you know.
Definitely. Yeah,
But
he's
he definitely
grown.
has the foundation.
Right.
You know, which
And
is a
that's
good
key.
thing.
Right.
So, cause I saw him out there, his movement was good,
Mhm.
his power, you can't deny it,
Right.
you know, and then the size. So he has a natural ability.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and then you know when I was watching that fight, I'm like Wilder is only like 210, 220. Clayton's 289. Like
Yeah.
that's
Isn't Wilder
70
So
pounds.
you started
Last fight,
so.
he weighed in like about 210.
That's
You're starting to.
that's like
So are you starting
80.
to believe that Clayton can go up?
No,
to
hey,
in the future.
Hey, whoa.
In the future, I'm not.
Wow.
I think
I'm
he'll
not.
be ready when I start training.
No, I want Clayton to go up against Wilder or Tyson
That's
Fury.
the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
And why can't it happen? I'm just putting it out
I'd
there
rather
in the
him- I'd ra-
atmosphere.
I'm with you, bro.
I'd rather him
When
go
you
up
go
against
there.
Wilder than Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, you know, like we was trying to explain to people the last show that we had. the champ was there, right? And so he was saying that, yeah, Akil was here saying 2 rounds, 3 rounds, and the champ was like, nope, 8 rounds, bro, 8 rounds.
We going late.
You're going late.
And Tyson Fury proved that, listen, that foot, that hockey job thing that he didn't be doing.
What is he doing? What is that? I don't understand that.
The
And
feints,
then he does
feints,
the thing. And,
Feints,
but
feints.
he's
throw
not,
you off.
He's 256. He's not fast. So is he
I
doing
mean, for his
He has
size.
fast
for his
hands.
size? For his size.
Like that's the advantage that Clayton has. He punches fast for his size,
Right.
and,
Yes.
and,
Fat hands.
and combinations. Not a lot of guys throw as much punches as Clayton does.
Yes, right.
And Fury has that for his size. Not a lot of guys move like he does. He's not as fast as a middleweight or a lightweight guy, but those things that he's doing, those herky jerkies, there aren't heavyweights that do that.
Yo, but it's
So
so
it's-
awkward. Like
it is.
his footwork is terrible,
It is
but it
awkward.
works.
It works.
It
though.
works.
It works.
For me, it's such a. I'm like, what is he doing? It looks so stupid and this.
Yeah, it's-
but it's working.
Yeah.
Because Wilder's not hitting him. Wilder is getting confused and upset.
Right.
He's putting his face out and then he's coming back. And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo, straight disrespect.
Disrespectful.
Straight disrespect.
But you could see that that's what kind of put the fight to be a draw. If based off of what he did in that fight, I don't even think that if he got knocked down, that fight would have gone to Wilder at all.
No, it couldn't have.
It just couldn't. They might have given.
Except for that
they might
one
have given
crazy
the
judge.
Yeah.
That had to
yeah.
fight 115.
115, 111. Right. Yeah, that was nuts.
He had to be.
Yeah.
His
The
hands need to be
illusion,
chopped
right,
off,
right.
and one of his eyes need to be
Plucked out.
Yeah, that's what I talk when I talk about that judge.
Do you have the numbers from the fight? How many punches Clayton landed?
I don't have those numbers.
Because it seems like he landed at least 3 times the amount of numbers versus.
Then the guy,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but he punched way more than the guy. Yeah, definitely, easy.
Clayton is a
curious.
beast, man.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
I think he just needs to get his stamina up a little bit, which it seems like he was working on right now really well.
Yeah,
Right
I
now,
mean, with that fight, it wasn't his best performance because a week and a half.
Correct.
week
I
and
was
a
saying,
half,
like you
yeah.
said, it was last minute.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we
it's
got to
not
give
the
him a
best.
bly with that.
But
you know?
it's a big feat that he beat it because that guy just came off a win.
wow.
About 3 weeks ago he fought. He came off a win. We didn't know that. Going
Wow.
into this fight, we found that out after.
After.
Yeah.
But isn't that too close to be fighting?
You can't know. You win, you knock somebody out, you can fight the next day.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Mm.
yeah, he stopped his last opponent. So I think they were trying to pull a fast one on us to get us.
To
I
get
think
numbers.
Yeah, I think that guy was trying to be slick and
Get some numbers,
I
right.
guess he's already in shape for
But
it.
right, he's a beast.
Clayton is a beast. Yo, major shout out to Clayton,
Yeah,
yo,
big shout out
for
to
doing
But, you know,
doing his thing.
Yeah.
He won every round.
So
man.
where
Every
do
round.
you
He
where
killed
do you
that guy.
see
Boxing
where
in the
is
VI.
boxing in the VI, but Clayton in there? Like where's he projected to be?
So he signed with one of the biggest promoters out there right now, Lou Bella, who we've worked with in the past. I was the main sparring for Sergio Martinez, who's a middleweight world champion, and Lou Bella was his promoter. So we worked closely with Lou for a while. I was Sergio's sparring for about 3 years. So we know him, and he's with all the big dogs.
Right.
So his goal is to get Clayton to that level.
To that level.
He manages Wilder. He's the one that promotes Wilder.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
he
dope.
manages heavyweights and he wants to push Clayton to that level as well. So which is why this fight was such a good fight for him to win. He proved himself. He proved that he can take a fight
At
and be
the
a
last
good
minute.
fighter.
Yeah, at the
Because that
last
dude was
minute.
no slouch.
Right.
That dude was no regular opponent.
No. He was
Right,
giving
right,
him a good.
I remember
little-
that guy coming up. Actually, I remember him coming up when we used to fight at nationals and go to Puerto Rico and fight their 18.
Yeah.
I remember that guy. I was like, I know this dude.
Right,
he even
right,
saw
right.
me like Julian. Yeah, they all say
Yeah,
Julian.
yeah,
They all call us
yeah,
Julian.
yeah.
So, and I was like, dude, I know you.
Right.
He's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Wow.
You about to get something work tonight.
Bam.
Yeah, just can't put in that work, man. Yeah, can't put in that work.
And it's funny you said with boxing going in, your dad's going into the international boxing.
Yeah,
Hall of
man.
Fame.
Yeah,
Yes.
finally, the international boxing hall.
The Hawk, man.
Finally.
That's
That was long
that's
overdue.
long overdue.
Yeah, so
I think that was long
well,
overdue.
he's already in a Hall of Fame. He's already in the World Boxing Hall of Fame. International Boxing Hall of Fame, I don't know what the difference is. World, international. But international is just more prestigious. It's more well known. I think it's been around longer than the World Boxing Hall of Fame. So it's kind of more of a bigger deal.
Just a quick question, because I know we're probably going to transition soon or whatever.
Mhm.
What do you think gave your dad that punching power? Cause he was like, he come back from like Africa slave ships, and he hit you with that, and that's it.
I know, right?
It's a wrap for you.
Yeah,
you going that? Does he still have some of that power?
Yeah, he still got it. He still got it.
Yeah, have you ever taken a hit from your dad? That's what I want to know. Have you ever let him hit you?
Yo,
Straight up.
Yes, we've done sparring. I mean, I don't think he's hit me 100%. I don't think so. Maybe,
Right.
maybe not. But I don't think he's ever went 100%.
right to the chest.
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna give y'all a story, but in a second I'll come back to that. So, the International Boxing Hall of Fame is way more prestigious, but a lot of people have different comments about how power is generated
Right.
in a human being, right? Punching power. So, if you ask my dad just tell you it's natural. You know, if you ask another physician or somebody who's a physicist, like, well, it's all how you position yourself. How you turn your body, blah, blah, blah. I personally think it's a mix of both. It has to be a mix of both. You know, you gotta naturally have power. Some people, sometimes people push you. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not doing things to be like, dude, did you just hit me?
Right.
But also, it's in their positioning, how you turn your body, how you throw it, how you throw things. If someone throws a ball like this sitting down, definitely it's going to go further. If they stand up and turn their whole body and throw it, it's going to go further.
Right.
So that definitely has to play with it. But I think it's a mix of both. And my dad also says that too. Like it's natural, but you got to do it correctly.
You gotta do it.
But not every people can throw the same kind of punch, throw it correctly, but somebody's just gonna hit you harder. Like Wilder.
Wilder was gunning. He was gunning for the
He's
knockout.
naturally got power.
Yeah, he was gunning for the knockout.
He hit
though.
you.
You're
gonna go down.
And Tyson Fury went down.
Right. He naturally
He just
got
got back up.
Just get right back up and knocked him in his mouth.
Yeah, that was
Both
good.
times.
Both times.
Both times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a mix of both.
Okay.
All right, so let's jump into our next topic. And again, just so you know, our show is we talk about everything. So that's why we did the boxing thing, got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Now we're about to get a little bit controversial again.
Oh.
We're uncensored.
I'm in.
Welcome to we Runnin to stir it up. So Kevin Hart recently this week came out on Instagram and basically told people that the Oscars basically removed him. No, they wanted him to apologize. So how do you guys feel about censorship of celebrities, right? For saying homophobic, whatever. I don't care what they said. But people telling them, oh, you can't say that, especially if they apologize.
So what did he say? I'm a
Well,
little bit out of
technically what happened was the Oscars announced him as the host.
The host,
Right.
Exactly.
And I think what happens in our society, American society, is we love to see you climb, but we also love to break you
See
down.
that crash. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
Right.
that's
And I think for Kevin Hart, he's been ascending for about 10
a
years.
long time, right?
I thought they were going to take him down with the whole...
The woman thing.
Correct.
Yeah,
I didn't want to... Yeah. I thought they were going to take him
Be
down.
uncensored, bro.
With the
I
what
don't
thing?
get...
It's
got-
got
he
let's fill him
I'll be
in.
out of
So-
touch.
He cheated on his
so-
wife
so
while
he
she was
is
pregnant.
pregnant,
The
right,
chick,
right.
the chick videotaped it. It was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, they
whatever.
videotaped it too?
The
They
chick-
didn't- yeah,
The
yeah.
chick had it on
Wildness.
video. The chick had it on video. When his wife was pregnant at the same time.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
I
So
don't think he
basically-
went full throttle, though.
What do you mean?
I don't think he full throttled on the cheating.
No,
But
he
he
was
didn't-
cheating.
On camera. He didn't go full throttle
didn't
on the
admit,
cheating on
like,
camera.
Well, yeah, they didn't have. But she
Yeah.
had video before.
But she had video of them hanky-panky or
Correct.
whatever.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
so his wife got it, he got upset,
Right.
changed it, it crushed him. And then other comedians started throwing jabs at
Yeah,
him.
of course.
You
Of
know,
course they're going to do that.
You gotta take the shot. I don't even,
I mean,
you're a comedian, you gotta take that blow.
Yeah,
You got to.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is Kevin Hart's been going like this.
Right.
They kind of did a little speed bump with that thing
Yeah.
because he caused it, but then he kept on going.
Right.
And I'm like, huh? I
next
thought they were gonna
movie-
take him down. He was gonna be down after that, but what we have in American society, we love to break you down.
Down, right.
Once you reach too high, unless you're certain people, they're like, you can't go this high, brother. It's time to chop
Time
you
to
down.
knock you off.
Because
You gotta have the complexion for the protection.
that sounds like.
Now
Well,
we're going into winter break.
Because the tweets
So
they're talking
cute.
about was from 2011. This is not like
29. 2009.
2009. I thought it was from
Yeah.
2011.
2009.
This is not like this
2011 is when he apologized.
Oh, for real?
Wow.
It's not like this happened last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They just want his head.
Talking about 9
They
years
want his
ago,
head.
10 years ago.
Kevin Hart, he's done. He's done.
Well,
they're
you
coming
know-
for him.
you know
He's
what-
They're coming for him.
when you look at Kevin Hart, right? He is kind of destroying the structure of Hollywood in a sense. Like he makes his own movies,
Exactly.
has his own production company,
Right.
in-house, all of that money. He doesn't need Columbia. I don't need Warner Brothers. I got my own.
So who do you think is doing this exactly?
I don't know who's doing it.
It's
Exactly.
the same Bill Cosby thing.
You know, so
I
like
mean, other than Bill
when
Cosby.
you
He did something else. That's different. That's different.
when you you know take the Jay-Z route,
Right.
just have your own, you now become like a threat and competition to those power structures. So
Right.
they don't want to see you shine like that.
Get you
You know?
big.
Now, had he been under a Columbia, Warner Brothers, they've probably been like, no, we got to do PR, we got to get you know, they're more likely to protect you, and you're their golden goose, you know.
Right.
But now you're their competition.
But I think they actually work together though, because
Yeah,
even
that's
though
what I'm
he has his own production company,
Mhm.
I don't know if he fronts all the money for all his movies though, because
Right.
he still
Not
needs
yet.
it. He still needs them to front that money to start that film, whatever it may be. The
Not
$20
really,
million
man.
budget.
Not really. If he makes a movie for 15 million, he could put up that 15. But he makes that
You got to
easy.
pay taxes, man.
He makes that,
You're
and
not
then
walking away
on
$15
top of that, you know, if he makes a movie and he doesn't necessarily put it out in theaters, but puts it directly to Netflix or one of these streamings, then he just completely cuts out people, which is something interesting to see. Jay-Z, what does Jay-Z need? What does he need? You know,
Right.
all these other. He got his own. I could go into the studio, record my music, and put it out on Tidal. Who's gonna get a cut of that?
But
he said that in the verse.
Yeah,
Like,
But it took him a while to get to that level though. You can't just
Yeah,
come out
you
the
build
box.
it. Right, and
get
it's
to
gotta
that
make
level.
business sense. You can't push your business too hard if it ain't generating that revenue.
Yeah.
You can't, so.
and again, the thing with so I had the conversation with a colleague of mine, and they was like, no, they should censor him. He's wrong. And I was like, come on, like, so it's the LGBTQ community, right? Who's super powerful. In case y'all didn't
Y'all
realize
didn't know
it,
that.
In case y'all didn't know.
they're
Right,
cheering.
they're super powerful out here,
See
right?
you forever.
And so basically, what they did was the thought is that they prompted the Oscars to say, hey, make this guy apologize. And so basically, what he did, he said, listen, I am not apologizing. I already apologized 2-3 times. Matter of fact, the joke that he made, it wasn't a tweet. It was him. It was a joke that he made about. Yeah, it was a tweet about his own son.
About his son,
Yeah. About
That's the crazy part about this.
Yeah.
He was joking on his own son, saying, "Why are you playing with Barbies, bruh?"
Yeah.
No, he's saying if my son was to play,
If my son
daughter,
was to
yeah.
play with. No, I think he said that he was playing with his daughter's toys, and he was like, "Time out! What are you doing? You can't do that." And so, like, to me, it's crazy how here it is. He's joking on his kid. It's a joke. He's a known comedian. I could see if this was
Nothing
like
wrong with that.
if
What's
this was
wrong
a person who is not a comedian, but he's known for being funny.
Right.
You know, and then they censor him. And you know what? I give him major props for what he did. Because he stood up as a man on 2 feet and said, you know what? Y'all
Whoa, we uncensored.
we uncensored, but I still gotta get used to this. I gotta still get used to
Oh,
this.
you want him to say it? What?
Yeah, he's like, go hard.
Oh.
Right?
Go hard,
So he
go
was
hard.
like, he was basically like, yo, like, fuck it. I'm not apologizing. You guys trying to parade me around here like some coon? Nah, y'all could keep y'all
Wow,
Oscars.
you took it
Right.
there.
That's the point I wanted to make as well. Comedians, that's all they do is make jokes
Yeah,
that
I just
basically are borderline anything. They
touch
cross that line.
Everything.
Because they're comedians, they're allowed to do this.
Right.
So
If anybody else did it, you know, fine,
Yeah,
whatever
fine.
you want to cut him, whatever it may be, but he's a comedian.
Yeah.
We can
Trump
go back to all
jokes,
his,
all
we
this
go back to all his
white
nonsense.
supremacy jokes. That's what they go off. So I don't see that's weird.
I think the problem is
What up, Jackson?
he went too high up the
He's
mountain.
too
just-
high
He went too
up.
high,
It's just his
they're about to
time.
bring him back down.
When you get too high
when
up,
you get to, so how they gonna
Yeah.
touch Jay? They can't touch Jay.
Well, that's
Because he's the
we
GOAT.
need-
Anyway.
Stop it right
Last
there.
week
Full stop.
episode, last week
Brakes.
episode.
Let's pump the brakes
week.
and we have to bring up the Tupac. We're not gonna go there.
No,
we're not gonna do
We're
it.
not gonna do that.
I don't wanna do
That
it.
might be too deep for me, man.
But you know, I don't know, man. Jay, you look at Prince, you look at Michael. Michael was completely
They went after
destroyed.
Prince. Yo, they butchered
Destroyed,
Prince.
you know,
They butchered Prince.
butchered Michael. You know, I don't know if he was, you know, I'm not gonna go there, but you know, Michael got his butchered.
Jay Lucky, he liked skin. Somebody just put Jay Lucky, he liked skin. That's facts though. Yeah, because Kevin is a dark brother, man. Kevin almost purple. He borderline purple.
Bob
He's
Marley
pretty
got.
short as well.
He's short. He's purple.
is man
He's
short.
borderline purple.
You know, I don't know, man, but it does seem. I do see a pattern, right? That once you get super high up there,
Wait, was Michael light or dark?
That's so funny.
Yo, was Michael light or
Yo.
dark? Serious question.
What year though?
What year? What
it
year?
depends
No,
what
wait,
decade.
What decade?
Yeah.
No,
When he was
it
a
don't
little
matter.
kid,
I'm talking-
he
I'm
was
asking.
dark. When he was
he was-
an adult,
The
he was
melanin decreased as the year
Right, so
years
then-
went by.
So then the light skinned guy's getting attacked too then.
It's the shots.
So
are
and that's what he's kind of.
Equal
I mean,
attacks.
that's kind of what he's saying. He's saying the more richer you come. What did Biggie say? It seems like the more money you get, more problems you get, and jealousy and envy, and that's facts. You know, so you know, I just think personally that you know, what they did to Kevin Hart was wrong, and that's you know, I'm gonna say this: the LGBTQ community sometimes takes things too far.
Just like Peter.
And what I feel is that they say these things, and in defense of don't for equal rights. They say these things as a basis for equal rights. But if you're saying equal rights, then people have the right to free speech.
Well,
Where are they at when the racism stuff's happening? Where are they at
You
now?
can't find them.
You can't
When a
exactly.
black man gets shot,
Yeah.
when a black man gets shot unlawfully, you
I don't
can't
see them
find them.
helping
You
out.
cannot
I don't see
find them.
Peter helping out.
You can't find the LGBT community anywhere. They're just completely. But anyways, you were saying, what was the point that you were saying? You were saying that I was gonna talk about it, but
But like you,
they are extremely powerful, organized, and
They got money.
move
They got
in
money.
a certain way, and they will
Right.
destroy your career, destroy your family, and destroy you.
well,
you
the
know?
same thing happened this weekend. Kyler Murray won the Heisman.
Exactly.
Saturday night, he actually just got drafted to be a baseball
Just
player.
drafted, and something he said
Years,
got rehashed.
years. They came
Wow.
after he won
Yeah.
the Heisman. They came after him.
Yeah,
It's like
stuff in high school.
it's like basically they were holding on to it. They
Wait.
wait till you get some kind of notoriety.
Chop you.
They're like,
Coming for that.
you're going down, young man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Respect our authority.
They,
But
they
you know,
hold, they hold on to this stuff, man.
It's like they're exercising their power. You know what I mean? Like you got to shut up.
So you being a local celebrity, not to cut you off,
No
okay,
problem.
but you being a local celebrity, how do you deal with voicing how you really feel on certain things or expressing yourself? Because again, this show is a raw. Like we're trying to keep it as raw and uncensored as we can.
Right.
But you know, oh man, that was nice. So if y'all saw that, right? Don't get mad. Okay, all right, cool. So yeah, you as a local celebrity and celebrity, because I know a ton of people know you all around the world. How do you deal with being yourself and like being honest and true? Because I don't care what nobody says. You have being a celebrity, there has to be some type of censorship.
So that's what I was gonna say. So me personally, as Julius, I would say I'm just gonna say what I want.
Right.
But all my upper heads and my advisors and management,
right.
they would say, "Yo, stay out of that one." You know, it's like it just
Right.
not.
I believe
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
So I would listen to them because they must know what they're saying.
because of the
So I say,
bag.
all right,
Right.
The
all right,
bag.
I'll hold out.
You
Right.
see,
Yeah, you gotta protect the bag.
You
Right.
can say what you
Right.
want,
Right.
but if you want to get your hands on that
Right.
bag,
Right.
Right.
Sometimes you just
You-
gotta take a seat.
you have to, you know.
You don't have to agree.
And,
Right.
I don't have to agree. I just take a seat.
and that's the thing. They can blackball you, make sure that you don't get big fights, and not just
That's
that,
possible,
but just make
right.
sure that you don't get record deals. Make sure you don't get movies.
Right.
Make sure
Book
you're
deals.
driving taxi.
Yeah.
Book deals.
Yeah.
Right, right.
It's true though.
It
People
seems
vindictive
like,
that. Yeah.
you know, it seems as though they're in like every, you know, like you remember like the President Obama was calling, like I think there was a
Pastor.
football player who was gay, and President Obama said, "Hey, we just want to
Right.
congratulate you and welcome you." And there was an NBA player who was calling up. Remember that?
Right.
So you know, when you can get the president to, you know, call you and be like, "Yo, You know?
Then it's a totally different thing.
Then a black man gets shot, nobody getting called.
No calls
No
coming.
calls.
All right. Well, let's jump into the next topic. Buju is free.
Wow.
Buju Bantan Pan Road.
Yo, I can't count the countless stories that
Right.
I've seen on my Instagram. People just posting his music and it's posting
Right,
the videos,
right.
man. Like it's a lot of people celebrating that.
Who would you guys say is the greatest reggae artist of all time?
Bob Marley.
Let's just do that
Easy.
quick.
Reggae? Well,
Take out Bob Marley.
well,
Beanie Man.
Outside of Bob Marley,
Buju is not just a traditional.
we not
reggae
putting in
artist.
Vibes Cartel.
No,
We're not
this
gonna
is
talk
the
about
difference.
vibes.
No, that's what I'm trying to
We're
say.
not gonna talk about
No,
vibes.
That's your
listen,
opinion. That's
guys,
your
listen to
opinion.
me. I love dancehall music. Okay,
Right.
this is one of my
Take
favorite
it
genres.
easy, Julius.
Yeah, he's about to get.
Hey,
Hey, you about to
Calm
go
down.
hands
Listen, reggae music
Right.
and dancehall, that's two separate
Separate
genres.
genres.
All right?
Correct,
So you
correct.
can't put Buju and Vibes and Bob Marley on the same
All
pool.
in the same pool. Okay.
Bob
Facts.
Marley was not a dancehall artist.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can put Bob Marley in the side.
Dancehall?
Yeah,
the
we
greatest
should
of all
leave.
time.
We should leave Bob out.
That's his
That's
own.
like,
what I
like
said.
Tupac. Like
Yeah,
Tupac.
keep-
Just leave him down right
I
there.
don't know
Right.
about that.
Just
But
leave him right there.
Alright.
Just don't. It's a
Yes, so dancehall is like the hip hop of reggae. That's
Right.
what I see it as.
Right.
Right? So we gotta put the dancehall guys in that category.
Okay, so who is the greatest dancehall reggae artist of all time?
Vibes Cartel.
That's
You won't put
dancehall.
Buju. You won't put Buju in
I
there.
would
You wouldn't
What-
put
what-
Buju
what-
as a
what-
dancehall
the
artist.
group, yeah,
No,
the group.
no, Buju's a reggae. What is
Stop.
He's in the group.
Buju is reggae and
Yeah, he does
dancehall.
both.
Okay.
He does both.
You
That's-
gotta
he
give
does
that
both.
boy that
Yeah,
name.
definitely.
Boom, bye, bye,
Definitely.
bye, but
But then
Yeah,
you
but
transition with the locks till Shiloh.
He wasn't really into that.
What would you classify the Till Shiloh
majority-
album as a dance hall album? Or is that reggae?
That's reggae. Yeah, that's
Right,
reggae.
but he mostly
I
did
feel-
that.
Because that's one of his
But he-
greatest albums of all time. So
But
do
he
you
mostly
take
did
that
dance
album?
halls, bro. He
Okay,
was
he
known
knows
for
what
dance
dance-
halls.
yes, yes.
The tracks that we know is dance hall tracks.
But he,
Yeah.
I
His diss
had
tracks
I
are-
had this discussion the other night, right? I say Buju gets like top 10, top 5 of all time.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
he's
don't
in
know
the top
where
group.
I don't know where to
Definitely.
classify,
Alright.
but he's up there in that top 10, top
I'll
5
go as far-
of
I'll-
all
I'll
time.
go for
No,
that,
don't
say
say
top
no.
3.
Stop.
Top 3.
I don't know.
Top 3, top 5.
I think he's up there.
Who?
I think he's up there.
I agree.
I know he's up there.
Who?
Buju is
The
great.
dude just did a bid.
I agree.
The man, like, which reggae artist you know does a bid, man?
Cartel.
So this goes back. So now this
That's
goes.
the easy one.
So now all of them. So now this goes back to my real question, right? The real question. Buju back, but are artists who go to jail for serious crimes heroes? Let's talk about this. Let's deep dive.
Oh,
I
snap.
want to.
Well, let's
Actually,
not say
we
this.
should backtrack for a moment.
No,
How?
no,
Let's backtrack it. We want to talk about.
I like
what
this. I like
happened
this.
to-
Hold on.
Not all
I like where
heroes
this is
wear
going.
capes.
Hold on.
Not all heroes wear capes, but go ahead.
Hold on. Somebody brought this up, right? Early in Buju's career,
Uh-huh.
he made a very controversial song
Right.
that was homophobic.
Boom, bye,
Yeah.
bye.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, I
And it
heard,
seemed as though
His
as
career
he would
kinda
travel to other parts of the
got
world,
locked
Europe
out.
especially,
European.
they banished him and something.
spots, yeah.
And so the person
Can
asked,
I say this before you go
go
further?
ahead, no problem.
I just want y'all to realize how we tie things in so eloquently and how professional we are in the way we connect the dots. So the
Yeah.
last conversation was about artists who say homophobic things, and look how we're
We're
anyway,
back.
segue. Go
So,
ahead.
so the person asked,
We do this.
do we have a homophobic culture
Right.
here in the VI? Is it, are we welcoming or are we anti?
I would say it's changed and it's no longer homophobic.
Yeah.
And
I
the
would say
reason
so.
why is because just the amount of people individuals who are gay and lesbians or I am, or you know, because there's ims and ims and ahs, like they really go to the extent of calling themselves others. So that's a real thing, and you gotta respect it. And when you're on an airplane and you want to buy food and you don't have a means to buy the food, and the gay guy next to you buys your food for you, you have a newfound respect for them. That was
Is
my
that a
personal
story?
story.
I was about to say,
That was my personal
Airplane.
story.
Alright.
That was my
Peanuts.
personal
That's
story.
fair.
He helped me out, and I know, and they had a bunch of alpha males around and alpha females or whatever, and none of them helped me.
looking out for you.
But my guy,
That's
my guy worked with me. He helped me out.
That's fair.
We
So are we changing?
Yeah, we
I
change.
mean, I think as a community, as a culture, yeah, I think so, and I think that's due to our nature, our melting pot nature.
Exactly.
I think that's due to that. Other Caribbean islands don't have that.
Now-
Jamaica,
Now,
rigid.
now,
They-
now, Pete,
they
you wanna
ain't
take
melting
this
pot.
one? I mean,
I'm gonna say it's probably 50-50. The older generation, I don't think they're accepting of it. They're like, they're still old
It's
school
ungodly.
in their mentality. You know, we're church
Immorality.
We're
Sodom
church going
and
folks
Gomorrah.
here.
yeah, but does that make them homophobic?
Moment.
They're just naive.
Yo, that is a
Well, I'm
very
saying-
look. Listen, that is a
But hold
very
on.
good question.
I got the
Does
plug.
it make them homophobic
Right.
Well,
They just
if
think, yeah, that's an
they're just
abomination.
going based off
They're-
of their religious
They're
belief?
Bible pushers, so they're gonna read everything in the Bible. The put.
yeah,
Everything in the Bible, they're gonna
if,
take
if
every
you
word
think
for.
that gay people are gonna just go to hell and burn in eternal hellfire,
Are you
that's
homophobic?
That's homophobic.
homophobic.
When you ban them from church and all kind of stuff. But the point I wanted to
That's
make,
that's
right?
but then
That and you know, hey,
That's
how
a
you
personal-
feel,
right,
Yeah.
it's precisely.
how you feel is how you feel. You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is this: what about the parade in St. Croix and all of that?
Right, and the clash
The
that
clash
went down.
that
right,
went
right.
on.
Okay, so
in
here's the
Frederickstead.
difference. This is the difference. This is what I'm
Nobody
trying to
get
show.
fired though. You can still get fired. So don't watch yourself. Watch.
Look, this is what I'm trying to
And
show.
then- and then-
Listen, bro.
They're powerful. So I'm just saying that.
I know.
Go
I
ahead.
know. This is the difference. So, at that parade, right, the homophobic people made it to the newspapers with their signs and the picket. Those are homophobic because why are you shutting them down like that? Why you gotta do that at the parade?
At the parade, you're right, right.
There are other people who are sitting around like, they shouldn't be marching.
Yeah.
They're marching. I don't agree with them.
So
How they march.
he
so that's two different, right?
there's-
That's not
there's-
homophobic, right?
Yeah.
They just don't agree with it. So
No. I mean the people who were there, like
They
throwing
homophobic,
stuff
bro.
and doing crazy.
Yeah,
stuff.
but those are
But the people
homophobes.
who were
But
there,
those are
like,
homophobes.
I don't agree with it, but do whatever you
But-
want
But
to do.
those are
Right.
homophobes. Yeah, those are homophobes.
Right.
So
So,
that's-
that's what I'm thinking.
so-
That's what I'm saying about the
So let me ask you a question about that. If you don't agree with the lifestyle, but you're like, hey, do you?
uh-huh.
As long as you don't, affect what goes on in my household, then you
Right.
do what you need to do what you do.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Is that homophobic?
I don't think
No,
so.
that's not.
right. I
That's
don't
not.
think that's
But
homophobic.
again, and again, just to kind of bring us back to where we were originally at with Buju. Buju was literally saying, "Boom, bye bye,"
Yes.
in a boy head.
Those are
Kill
gunshot
them.
sounds if
That,
you don't
that,
know.
That, like when you do that, you borderline in. So again, the question is, and that was his first offense, right?
But do you know why
Now,
he made that
and you
song?
know,
Do you know why he made that
no,
song?
I don't. So help me
Let's
out.
hear some history on
Help
that
me some
song.
history.
So apparently there was a young boy who was raped in Jamaica
Ah.
by someone who was homosexual, or that's how the story goes. And so there was a
Right.
big uprising and this big thing around the island, and
Okay.
then that's when he came out
With that
the
song.
Right.
Okay. Well, with that, then Buju's
Well,
a hero.
Hey, hey, man.
Buju's a hero.
Hey.
I want to go back to
Hey.
Q's question of saying if we change in the Virgin Islands. I think we are Seppi as well because remember they had the gay parade in St. Croix,
Right.
Yes.
but also we all know about the gay hotel in St. Croix as well.
There's a gay hotel on St. Croix?
It's called the Fred.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It-
Wow.
It's a
Fred?
The Fred. It's a gay hotel.
Right.
So of course
I might have been.
we're allowing it, and it's a beautiful hotel. You know that community
Oh, you-
knows how to do some decorating.
Right.
I mean,
You stay.
Okay,
no, I
fine.
did not say
I
that.
had to check.
Like, I in the room, bro.
I mean, it sounded like you was like, yeah.
There's social media. You can see
Right.
pictures.
That's
in their
awesome.
website.
Okay.
The art they have set up.
The art deco.
Okay.
The location.
Got you. Wait.
It's very nice.
When did you check that out?
I haven't even been to the location.
So this is when you know too much information
I'm
goes
saying,
wrong.
I'm saying that's what shows we're slowly changing.
Right,
because
right,
Back in the days,
Yeah.
I don't think we would have allowed.
That would have never allowed. Right.
Yeah.
They would have been
Build a
burned.
hotel and
They would have burned. They would have burned it down.
Correct.
So again, and again, I don't want to get off too much off topic, but again, Buju had these issues. He had these quirks. His last major quirk was allegedly him selling cocaine, right? And now he's out. He's out.
So that's
Are
why
we
he's in jail?
supposed to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intent to
Intent to
distribute
distribute
cocaine.
cocaine.
He had
So,
a firearm. I think that was
and there was, I think there was some firearms.
the
in
firearm
there
was the
too.
main charge I got it.
Right. So my
That was a
question
10-year,
is,
man.
do we give those people, individuals like Buju who committed a crime, do we look past those crimes?
They're heroes.
Because is he still a
I
hero?
mean, well, okay, I want to touch
Separate the
on this because-
music and separate when
Yeah,
crime,
I want to touch
right?
on this.
You
So,
can't.
so if you think about it in your own life, right?
Right.
You always see if anybody gets locked up, somebody's gonna say free that fool, right?
Right.
Somebody gonna say free him. I'm serious, right?
Yo!
Free that fool. Free him,
Yo.
right?
We're not
And-
saying that for Tagashi 6
Right,
Yeah,
right,
so-
right. Keep Tekashi.
No,
Please.
stop.
I
man,
see
stop.
posts saying
Keep
that. Right?
6ix9ine.
So
His name is 6ix9ine, bro. Keep that dude.
somebody gonna ask to free this fool, right? So why is there a difference with wanting that person to be out of the system
Right.
or celebrating their flaw or whatever they were arrested for? Are those two things hand in hand? You know what I mean? I want you out. I want you out.
So I can
that
have
doesn't
music.
mean right. That doesn't. I want you out
You're
because you're a
selfish,
great
right.
artist.
Right.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't have did that time.
Hey!
They caught you
Yeah.
red-handed. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those two things separate.
Round of applause,
Yeah.
round of
I'm saying,
applause
you
for the chef for saying something that
That's
is
a great
such
point.
a quintessential point and fact.
Stop doing your illegal
I
stuff.
want you out. I want you out because I want to hear your music.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that you need to be
Right.
out because you committed a crime.
Do you
And if
come
I
on.
committed that same crime,
I hope you're safe.
ain't
in there.
nobody busting down no free Ian t-shirts.
I'm saying.
Ian were out there wilding.
We're gonna replace you.
Right.
Nah, man, we gonna rock the free Eon t-shirt.
Like
I
4 or
would-
5 people.
I would rock it.
And the majority of them have my last name.
Yeah.
But Buju was on camera tasting the coke, man.
Oh, for real?
I don't know about all that.
It-
I didn't see
He
it.
was?
It's a federal case. Come
federal
on,
case.
man.
I don't know about this.
So that's how they. That's how they got it.
So, my stepfather used to own a restaurant.
Don't rat out on anybody in your family who may have.
No. He used to own a restaurant.
Right.
And apparently some of the guys who was involved used to stop by, buy some Jamaican food because my stepfather's Jamaican.
Right.
Used to stop by for some curry chicken, curry goat,
Jerk
take it
up.
nice, and then do the whatever. But all of them went. It wasn't just Buju, which we don't talk about. Them other dudes.
We don't
It's like
talk about
2 or 3
them.
other dudes who went down, right?
Right.
And apparently there was like a video, you know, the Fed set
Right,
you up
right.
nice.
They
They're
make
not just
sure.
they're not just
They-
gonna
they
be
going
like
to
having
do it.
stats.
Right,
right.
They usually got you on video.
Yeah, they
Here's
ain't
so
gonna
and
be,
so coming
see
into the
pictures, They got them
premises.
still pictures.
I
so
feel
far
so
away.
sorry for Donald Trump, man. Cause he about to go.
So apparently, you know, he took out the knife and then he you know, and then did a little
Movie.
still.
You went like this. You went like this.
It look like shot
Well,
Did it look like?
now.
So,
Make sure
Buju
it's good.
really didn't have too much of a case when
Yeah,
it really
yeah.
all the evidence, so he had to do the time. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, but the thing
Did
with
all the
that-
other dudes do time too?
Oh yeah, I think they even got more than Buju. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing with that case is that the federal agents put somebody on his plane next
right.
to him
Right.
that enticed him.
Right.
It's like, yo, I got kilos for cheap, and so
Right.
Buju.
And that was right after. Driver.
You know?
Don't stop at all. Take this package down to
Arizona,
Albemarle.
So there comes another argument. Do you want the government enticing you and saying, "Hey, man, Ian, I got this
Right.
package for very cheap, half
Cheap,
the
right.
price." You know, so
So I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong on the
Isn't
Fed's
that
part.
entrapment?
That's entrapment. But they could do whatever they want. That's how they roll. They be out here locking up brothers and sisters. Shout out to my girl, Licious, who doing a bit. Hold your head. But they filthy. They filthy with it. Yeah, but you know,
there's no Wi-Fi in the feds. But
it is what it is, man.
but he's a hero. You know, he came home to a hero's welcome. There was, you know,
I mean,
And
yeah,
somebody
he's-
called it the second coming, like almost second coming of Selassie.
Like Buju come back.
yeah, but you gotta
Like,
realize,
Buju
you know,
come
they're
out there.
island too. They're based on tourism. Buju has exposed the island a
That's
lot.
true.
You know,
He's
give
helped-
people
he's helped
jobs.
their thing.
You know, if you increase tourism, people have more jobs. You know, he brings money back to the community. He helps his family. So you gotta see those other sides too. Those are
Right.
also factors in why he's being celebrated coming out.
Coming
I
up.
wonder if there's gonna be too much pressure on him to put out good music. unless he's still got it.
I don't know.
Well, there was a message on his Instagram page just basically saying he wants everybody to respect his time right now, let him be with his family or whatever, and that's respectable. But
Yeah.
again, Buju,
like
Buju's probably
He's going for
Buju
it.
is just trying to set his business. I feel that the time away right now is so that he can set up his business. He's gonna want to get his band on point.
Get
He's
things
gonna
back up,
get
yeah.
get practice a
been
couple
10
times
years.
with them. It's
Because
been
his
10
value can
years.
go up now.
Because he's gonna be getting at least 100 a show.
But what? Let's.
All day. 80 at the least.
I have a question.
80
right?
at the least.
How come the cocaine and gun charges have not just obliterated his career?
Because we thrive off of American
Same.
I mean,
black
like,
people.
you know, I would think.
What's all our
reggae-
favorite shows here?
Exactly.
You separate.
Like
Narcos.
Narcos. Yeah, we watching
So let me ask
American
let me ask
Gangster. We
another
want to know
question.
about all the drug infested crimes. That's what we want. The shooting, the murder. That's what we want to see.
Okay, so that's
So
terrible.
this
That's
man-
terrible. You're saying all those things like they're good. They're terrible.
No,
Each-
they
each
are
and every
terrible.
one of them is
No,
terrible.
they are terrible. But what I'm saying is, this
He's not a
is who we
hero.
are.
You can't. So I was having the same.
So, yeah,
I
how-
love Buju, right? I
Right.
love his music.
Right.
It's positive when he wants it to be positive. I don't. In the lifestyle, well, I don't know, cause coke. But are you a hero? Like, do we throw parades for you? Like, if Vibes Cartel gets out of jail somehow, some way,
I think it's all.
does he come home to a hero's welcome? Now, Vibes Cartel and it's somebody getting chopped up and buried in the
Definitely
thing, and
he
this
will
is
be.
what's in the text.
Yeah,
if you
this
go
is-
back
this
and
is
look
real.
at the Vibes Cartel
Situation. Yeah, he chopping up people.
somebody was getting
And-
chopped
and
up.
do we-
Still in jail?
Yeah,
But Vibes got life.
No, Vibes in a
Vibes
Vibes
is-
in a different jail. Vibes in a jail that allows him to record music and have babies and
I
stuff
wasn't
like
sure.
that.
I had to
Yo,
make sure.
he in a different jail. His jail ain't normal. I ever
Vibes
want
is
jail.
getting street
I want
chicken.
one. I want one Vibes Cartel guy.
Vibes have his own personal chef in the jail.
I believe so. That sounds like you guys sure?
Like today, I want shrimp from Sri Lanka. No problem.
I wasn't sure.
No problem.
We'll import him some
We're gonna
stirred up
import-
coffee if he needs.
He needs to.
I'm saying if he's a hero because he's a musician.
Right.
It's not like he's a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. We actually know who he is. We all grew up.
But
in
if a doctor chopped somebody up,
Oh, jeez.
Or-
would you
If your doctor is selling coke,
Oh, yeah.
under the
You're
table.
not looking at the doctor as a hero. You're gonna see the doctor fall.
I'm not looking at
But we
Buju as a
looking
hero.
at
I'm not looking at
But
him
he
as a
saved
hero.
my grandma. He fixed my grandma. So
Exactly.
what are you gonna say to
Do
me?
you want a doctor who's selling coke to do an operation on your
He
shoulder?
already did.
Your butt?
He did already. We just found out he got arrested. He did already.
Wow.
He
Wait,
fixed
this
it.
is real?
No, I'm just,
I was yo.
I'm just saying. So Buju, people didn't know he was into that world
Well,
until now,
right. Until now.
Before he's just known as someone that represents their island all over.
And he
the
made a
world.
mistake, and he's
Well-
passed his mistake.
well,
and
actually-
he looks like he's been lifting weights like,
Right.
Yeah, Buju
I don't know
Buju
what the
swole.
heck.
Right, so
He's
he's
boxing
swole.
in jail.
He looks bigger than Wilder.
To call him a hero, I think that's a personal thing, though. That's
Right.
a group of people say that. I mean, is he a hero to me? Not really.
Not really. Right. I just love his music.
I like his music.
I
Right?
respect it. So let's jump into the next topic.
Okay.
This is the last topic of the night. This one is, it's not really controversial, but it could be. Is marriage overrated?
Ooh, that's a good one.
So this is a table. This is
Jeez.
a table with four young men.
He said, "Geez."
Jeez.
You're married,
Yes,
right?
one.
I'm engaged.
Don't sleep on the couch.
You're not married. You're not married, right? So
Somebody getting on the couch tonight.
yeah, is marriage
Instant.
overrated? And this. Let's deep dive in this one. This one, we actually have a female in the building, and as the moment that I said is marriage overrated, her face lit up,
She was like this.
and she stood up. She got herself prepared
Yes.
for this conversation.
I'm in.
Right? So yeah, let's deep dive. I'll let you jump out the window because you actually have the facts.
All right, so here's what I
I
want to
think
say.
you should walk away.
Here's what I want to say. All right, this is what I'm gonna stop.
All right.
Our society, all right, our society is messed up.
Right.
Okay, we messed right up,
Right.
bad.
Right.
So marriage is not the only thing.
Somebody getting the couch.
Marriage is not the only thing that our society has screwed up.
Right.
Okay, so I don't believe it's overrated.
Right.
I believe that just the way we look at it messes it with it. It messes with it. So
Right.
you got to go to the basics, man. That's what I'm saying. You gotta start. You gotta be basic in your thinking. Right? You gotta go back to prehistoric times when we were cavemen.
Right, and
Right?
based off
That's
of,
what you gotta do.
Right,
Like that's
right,
how you
right.
gotta think about this thing. All right. When it comes to your neighbors, your family,
Your
listen.
family,
How we grew up now is not how we used to grow up. We gotta learn things from Google. We gotta learn things from everywhere else. You gotta go to your grandma's house, your auntie's house, your uncle's house. You gotta go and find these elderly to teach, right? That's because we don't all grow up in the same area no more.
Very true.
When I reached 19, right? I went to college.
Right.
I'm not being taught.
And then you're being influenced by people
By all
from
kind of
different
stuff.
walks
All
of life.
kind of stuff
Right,
you mean.
right.
Right.
So that's a fair assessment of is marriage overrated, because he's right. It probably is not overrated, but we look at it overrated because of what
we
the
see
globe
about
has.
what we
I
attached to it.
But let's
respect
jump into that, right?
Yeah.
Back in the caveman days, if you and your wife split, she wasn't taking the cave, probably, right?
Yo,
Right? The cave. She's
She
taking
like
the
the
cave.
cave.
She's taking the cave
Cave,
now.
right.
The kids.
She's
and
going
she's
to
getting
cave.
alimony.
She's going with the fish. She's going with the dog, with Fido. Fido's gone.
Coffee is gone. All of that.
All of
All
that.
of that is gone. The cave is gone. Kids is gone. Alimony. Your wallet is on zero.
Slim.
So
They're on,
I think all of that
they're on
has,
anorexia.
all of that has changed the dynamic of marriage. Period. Like
That's all
it's
society,
changed.
bro.
It's like
I agree.
if you get married now, I think you definitely have to look at it somewhat from your pocket standpoint. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I know, B
Yeah.
like you don't even. Yo,
I
B
disagree.
don't even want to talk.
I disagree. I understand why you say that,
So here's
but I
my
disagree.
question. So
Well,
here's my question.
I understand
Are
what
you
you say.
saying? Are you saying
Yeah.
that when you go get married, you have to consider your pocket when you get married?
I've heard.
You have to go in this
Are you
situation thinking
serious?
about your pockets.
I've heard a lot of
You
people
didn't
say.
hear. You didn't hear Drake and Kobe on Kobe's situation. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Why you get half of this 100 million?
I've heard a lot
No.
of
You
people
get
say.
half of this 100
You
million.
gotta treat it like
You
a
deserve
business.
half of this 100
I've heard a
million.
lot of people say that.
Jay-Z got no prenup though.
Who?
Jay, you're Billy.
I don't know.
But Beyonce's got the same equals money, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
irrelevant.
different. Kobe's
Yeah.
wife, what she did? What empire?
Whoa.
I'm not coming at you, Kobe. I
When
don't
they got
know.
married, was they on the same level?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
she got there eventually.
so if a lady isn't on the same level as you when
Half.
you came into the marriage, right?
Half. She's going with half.
Don't run, bro.
But see-
You gotta say your piece. Go ahead. Go say your
Okay,
piece.
people get married for different reasons.
The bag.
These
people-
days.
Correct. We're in 2018.
I'm hearing that's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
point that you're trying to
People get married because I think society is forced, our parents force us to get married and have the
Yes,
kid and
that
all that
happens.
sometimes.
Yeah, so do you have to marry?
That happens.
Some people get married because, oh, this guy's doing pretty well for himself. I'm
incomes.
gonna connect to this account and have a good time.
Uh-huh.
So people get married for different reasons. I think some people really aren't even in love these days. They just get, I don't know why.
I
to
totally
be
agree
honest
with that.
you. It's like-
I totally
I've
agree.
seen some married couples these days. I'm like, you guys are married?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Like, what-
I know you messing with somebody else
What's going
on
on
the
here,
side.
man? So I think society has changed.
Right.
I think divorce rates are about 50-50.
Yeah, I think it's.
Right.
So if you have 100 million and you're getting married,
Hey,
but
he
and
only
the-
about this
and
money.
the-
Only about this money.
and the divorce rate is 50-50.
That means you're going with 50.
There's a 50% chance you using that.
50% chance you're gonna come out with 50.
Well, you
That's it.
If you have money, you need
Yo.
Okay then. I just wanted to hear that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a prenup.
Okay. I'm just saying because people was looking at me like I'm crazy.
Oh no.
So nothing.
If
so-
I have,
so
if I'm broke though, then no, there's no need for no prenup. We both know that shit. What
Yo.
If I'm
So
broke,
you come in there broke. You ain't need no
no,
prenup.
we good. Whatever we
So
build
then,
together,
so then
she
y'all
deserve
build.
half or
She
whatever.
deserve it. Okay.
But if I
alright,
come
alright,
in-
alright. That's all I need to hear. That you have a fair you have a
Hey,
fair
it's
way
fair.
of assessing.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because if you talking about you going in there and then you overhead working your business, but you say, babe, I'm good. I'm just working. We married.
No. If you come
If
in,
you come in with nothing, she
If-
come in with nothing.
if you come in broke and she's broke, and you guys build something together.
No, let's say you
and
build it. She's just
with
there.
you. She with
She
you.
just with
She's
you
with
while
you
you build it.
when the car had no AC.
Yeah.
And
But
the
she help
lights
you
was
build it.
going out.
She
and
just there. She just holding you down. feeding
Yes,
you and
yes.
the
You have,
three
you, have,
F's.
you have to hold it down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You gotta-
If I'm coming in there and the AC piping and the bank account is heavy,
The leathers,
nah, you
you
can't.
got the
No,
leathers.
no.
Bucket seats.
No.
Sit down.
Prenup?
Stop.
Prenup.
So what do you think, Ian? Is marriage overrated? Since you're about to jump the broom here.
So
please.
yeah, I'm about to dive in, right? To this pool, right?
50%.
Whoa, man, we doing the energy
I'm
again,
joking.
man.
Right. So
50% make it.
So, so what I think about marriage is that it does have a hint of overratedness to it, right? Meaning, I think people could be with someone for a very long. I right now know a lady and a man, right, who've been together for 50 years.
Oprah and Stedman?
No. These are real people with that don't have $1 billion accounts.
Right.
These are people who have everyday costs to live. They have kids. They have kids by another person. They have kids by another person, and they have their own kid together. And they basically are not married, and they move like nothing is gonna ever break them apart, bro.
It's a title. Is this a title?
So to me, marriage does have a hint of being overrated. And I know that, and I feel that deep in my bones because of what I see out of people who put marriage on such a pedestal. I see people put marriage on such a pedestal, and then they don't really care. They don't really know what it is. And like you were saying, people are not getting married for love. They're getting married for the title. They're getting married for the plug.
The wedding.
Because you're in a better financial, or you should be in a better financial situation when you get married. So people are you're supposed to be, right? So one, if you out there married and you're not in a better situation, you need to be a 50%er. You need to get rid of that marriage. You need to get up out of that.
They're working on it.
Because that just ain't working for you, right? And then the second thing is, the biggest thing for me is again the love end of it. If you're not going in this area and there's no like real love, like where you could say, okay, if you down and out, because that's all it's about. When you down and out, because life is a roller coaster. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, there's gonna be peaks, there's gonna be valleys. And you need to know that the person that you with will hold you down in your valley. The next thing is you can't be with somebody who's a yes man or a yes woman. They can't be somebody that gonna always, yeah, babe. Anything you say, you right. You have the best ideas. You have to. I think that's where relationships go wrong. When people have people who give them false expectations about certain things, and then bam, it was never real, and it's fake. So, is marriage overrated? I think it is. I don't think it's something that people should do if they're not really 100% committed.
Well, I think women need it more than we do.
You
men.
said it right.
Because sometimes women just need that title for their friends, for their family. Because say they were with a guy for 3-4 years, so
Right.
they actually have kids together, whatever it may be.
Right.
But he hasn't given you a ring yet. So I
Right.
think there's more pressure on women versus
women
us.
versus
And then of
men,
course,
right.
once the pressure comes on them, they're gonna push it to us, and then either we're gonna put a ring
And
on
we're
it,
gonna
or
break-
we're gonna
break
disappear,
out. Right,
whatever it may be.
right.
But I think it's also all about that title. Women need that title
Yeah,
more.
women
than
need that title more than
Idiots.
us. Right. So it's
And the
women's
wedding.
fault. So it's women's fault.
And the wedding.
I'm not-
So it's
I'm
women's
not
fault.
going there.
Is it women's fault?
This,
I'm not going
Is
there.
it,
let's look at-
is
hold
it
on.
women's fault?
Stop.
Can you ask me?
Stop.
It's a
Stop.
church
hold on.
Busting shots.
Let me ask y'all a question.
People
Was
don't want to sleep
wedding,
on the couch
a
tonight.
wedding ceremony, right? A wedding ceremony.
Everybody be sleeping on the couch tonight if we answer that question.
All of us.
In my own house?
Do you notice that I'm moving
In
on?
your own house.
You know that he moved that along.
Okay. Yes.
Moved that along. I like
A wedding,
controversy, guys.
a wedding ceremony, right?
Right.
We all know how they're extravagant they are.
Yeah.
Blah,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. Were they always like that?
No.
Was there always a wedding ceremony?
10,000.
How did people get married back in the day?
I don't remember.
You used to just.
Priest, and that's it. Keep it moving.
That's it.
Who?
Or no, they would give a cow. They would give a cow or something, right?
Before
would
they
give
were
like a
priests,
dowry.
exactly.
Give a-
They
Yeah,
trade something.
they trade something.
Even before that.
Try giving a VI woman a cow
This,
today.
even before that, dog.
Over your shoulder.
The ceremony was.
Go.
You know what the ceremony was? You take her in the tent. Y'all have sex. You marry.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
That's it. That's
Wow.
how it worked.
Wow.
And you'd stop.
My whole
That would consummate the marriage.
Another
right?
question,
Yeah,
another
I think
question.
that's gonna be marriage.
weddings.
Yo.
Yep. wedding.
This dude's stupid, yo.
It looks to me as though weddings, the whole engagement things, have become a business to make other people rich and hurt your pockets. Like, I'm all of, you know me. I look at the
About that
pockets.
money.
I'm gonna tell you.
Now let me ask you a question.
Let me tell you a story before you go.
Akil's an accountant.
He's an accountant. He works
Some
for
of
Wall
these
Street Journal.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Some of these people would drop 30, 40, 50,000 on a wedding and rings and dresses, but you don't have no land. You don't have no house.
Nope.
You're renting your vehicle. You're renting your spot.
You know what my
Stop
grandfather.
it. Where's
you know
your invest? So what would you rather have?
Have,
A
right.
proper investment
Right.
or a nice wedding?
So you know what my grandfather told me?
we all
You know
think about it.
You know what
It's
my
how we think about
grandfather told me? My grandfather said, Ian, you get married, don't go and spend a whole bunch of money on a wedding. Go find yourself a piece of property or a house
It's how we
to
think about
own, so that the first thing you do on that wedding night, you say, we ain't going no place, we going in this empty shell,
To the tent.
and we gonna make love in this building or on the piece of land, and we'll consummate the marriage right there. And keep it moving, because now we own something together.
Right.
But do you see how like the people who make the wedding dresses make the money? The people who made the jewelry for the ring make the money. The people, the hotels for the honeymoon, they make the money.
It's a
The
business.
airline
It's a big
companies make the money.
Right.
The people who put the cups and all of this pantries and the
Right,
person
right,
who owned the
right.
villa, they always make. When
Right.
are you gonna make the money?
Right. Before it used to be to celebrate. Now it's like, what can we get out of this celebration?
Exactly. It's all
That's
about
just, but that's our society.
But it's just like
the
holidays.
bag.
Society is
It
greedy,
comes
bro.
down to the bag.
It's
Our
just like
society
every
is greedy.
holiday. Every holiday, they're pushing Christmas music after Halloween.
Exactly.
Because the buy is nonsense.
greedy, bro.
It's all these holidays are
But that's
also
why,
corporate.
yo, but when you
It's
really
greedy.
look at it, right? Because I looked at it, right? By the time you
Is it
spend,
marriage or
no,
wedding?
wait, hey, wait, hold on,
You already going?
no, but like,
Say a word.
by the time you spend money
It's like a
on,
wedding ring on.
right? By the time you spend money on Valentine's,
Oh shit.
by the time you spend money on Easter, by the time you spend money on birthday,
Right.
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
He's spending money on Easter.
by the time you spend money on Mother's Day,
Right.
Father's Day,
Right.
by the time you spend money on all of these things,
Right.
you could have had a nice investment for yourself. So we have so many ways to spend money. Why don't like somebody come out and be like, yo, why don't we have Save Money Day today? Where you save
Yo,
some
that's
money.
I like that
How about we
holiday.
save some money?
That's a good holiday.
You know, how about
You
we
stay
have
home,
people
you chill.
stay home and save your money,
Money.
and put it in a
Cool.
piece of property.
Right.
What's today's date?
I like
What's
that.
today's date?
We're gonna make
I like
today's
that.
We
Save
do
Money
holiday.
Day.
December 12th.
December
December
12th.
12th,
Save your money
7/27.
day.
Save your money day.
Save your money
Tomorrow
day.
is-
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Thursday or what?
I don't know.
We gonna do that today for real? I'm
Tomorrow.
down.
Tomorrow's Save Your Money Day.
Tomorrow is Save Your Money Day.
All
What's
right,
tomorrow?
I can do that.
It's
It's
the
the
12th.
12th.
Yeah. Don't spend no money.
New
Save your
holiday,
money.
y'all.
About
New
lunch.
holiday.
No holiday.
Not that much.
VIP
Except
holiday.
come to stir it up. Sorry.
Yeah, stir it
Except
up.
come to stir it up.
It- Okay, it starts after 11. For breakfast, just come.
Breakfast.
Get a coffee. Get
No,
a.
he's a natural.
The quiche is amazing.
Yes.
The quiche is amazing.
Everything
The
is
chocolate
amazing.
croissant is
The
amazing.
chai latte. Bang it.
Oh, yeah, and the cold brew is bomb too.
Yo,
So
I
come
didn't
here
even
first,
know
then
what
after.
a chai latte was. I just was like, yo, let me check that out.
Yeah, chai latte.
That's good.
So alright, let's wrap this up. This is our first show at our new home. I think we had a lot of fun. We went over time as much as we wanted to because we could do that. But she did like an hour.
Go ahead.
That's because we could do whatever we want. We're free. We're free.
We
What's
getting our
free?
Jay-Z on,
What's
right?
Yeah, we're getting our Jay-Z on scot free, whatever. But next week we'll be here again, same time. Who should we plug? We should plug Julius the
Yeah,
chef.
man, y'all get that book. I just got 2 cases in, so I got some. They got some here at Store It Up. You can come by here and get yours. I'll be at Miracle on Main Street. I'll be at a bunch of other.
Tell them some of them recipes, man. What we got in here for them, man? I know
Oh, I
it's
got
saltfish
a
in
lot
there.
of good
I
stuff.
got
I got
Bacalao.
fish.
You got fungi in there.
I got fungi. I
You
got
get patés.
patés.
You get patés in there.
I got
Yeah,
oxtail.
juices in here as well.
I got drinks as well. Yeah, sorrel,
fruit.
passion fruit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, those are actually that's one of my favorite sections.
Kalaloo.
Kalaloo, stuffing, baked mac and
My
cheese,
grandmother used to make
roast
the best
pork.
callaloo during Christmas.
Yeah, I got
So
stewed
it's a good-
chicken.
Yep.
So yeah,
So it's a good book to have.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I still gotta get mine. I'm about to see if I can buy one right now.
Yeah, we'll take care of that tonight.
But again, stay tuned with us. We running what we on? Oh, we're not on the radio anymore.
Podcast.
We're on Facebook Live.
Yes.
We're on where else? YouTube, SoundCloud.
Yeah.
We running WERUNNIN. If you want to become a sponsor, this show is gonna blow up, guys. Mark my
Be the
word.
show on the net.
This
Be
is
the
just
show.
this is just the beginning of what we're doing. If you want to be a part of it, it's simple. Just dial 347-205-0934 or email werunninvi@gmail.com. What else? What else I got plugged?
That's it, man.
Again, thanks again, Julius.
Yeah, of course.
For
I
sure.
appreciate you guys having me, man. That was
Sure.
some good combo. I mean, I love listening to the show.
Yeah.
You know, getting the combo on.
We gotta
and
bring you back.
just-
Want to bring you
yeah,
back
man,
too,
just
man.
making people think. I think that's important for our society. A lot of people don't think for themselves, so it's good to just create that and get people thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
We running. We running.
That's my boy Felix right there.
We running. We running. We running. But baby, now, how does you like current topics? Tune in to get it, we got it. Wealth in the mind in the pockets. Nothing you can do to stop us. It's 80 degrees, St. Thomas. All year round, we the hottest. Sorry, I'm just being honest. We profit, the profit, the profit. Listen to hell, all the lace. Muhammad Ali with the greatest. So down to earth like the pavement. So solid, you cannot replace us. We talking about all of your favorites. Yeah, reality, fantasy, friends, versus family. Popular, turn match state. Tune in, every way. We running. We running. We running. Yeah, yeah, we running.
That's a dope intro.